What inspires you, and how often are you inspired? More importantly, how often do you actively seek out inspiration? But why am I talking about inspiration? Recently, I was listening to a podcast with Stanford professor Jeremy Otley. Jeremy was talking about the importance of seeking inspiration. Inspiration that will generate new insights, that will trigger new ideas. In other words, inspiration will help you be more creative. The idea is to be deliberate about finding things you don't already know, going through the day, pursuing unexpected input. And that's so important. You don't want to leave it to chance to be inspired. Instead, you want to make inspiration a discipline. Let me give an example of what I do. So I seek out inspiration by exploring cities, and I usually do that by either walking or using one of those electric scooters. Usually, I will simply pick what I believe is a cool part of the city, and I'll go there. I'm convinced that I will experience something interesting, and I'm convinced that I will meet someone interesting. Let me give you an example from a recent trip to Seattle. Seattle is where Starbucks was born. The original Starbucks coffee shop is still there, and everybody wants to go there. This was the queue. Even for a Starbucks fanboy, this was too much for me. I like to seek out places with less tourists. So one evening, I decided to take an electric scooter and explore the city. I drove along the waterfront and past an outdoor car park where I saw the sign, "No trespassing, no skateboarding." Then I heard music and I saw some people. I thought, that's my people. I love when people break rules that don't make sense. I went into the car park and I saw people riding their longboards. I can't help myself, so I approached them, we talked, and I shared how I love to explore cities and meet new people and see new places. Justine suggested I should visit Capitol Hill. Capitol Hill is what you would call a colorful place. It's packed with hip bars, eateries and gay clubs, plus laid-back coffee shops and indie stores. So I did go to Capitol Hill, and I spent an afternoon exploring the colorful neighborhood. So what happened? I met a cool dude who was shooting more than 80% from the free throw line. I met a graffiti artist who was doing some serious, impressive work that took days. And I met an old rap star with a cool car who had a few awesome stories to share. And then I saw some amazing graffiti. When you go out, you just never know what you will see and who you will meet. Now, I know not everyone is into riding electric scooters through edgy neighborhoods and talking to strangers. I get that. But you don't have to. Here's the good news. You can be inspired by other things. Museums, movies, books, podcasts, YouTube. You can even go and visit other companies. And if you're into safety and you need a bit of inspiration, you might want to call the local refinery. It simply comes down to being deliberate about seeking out new inspiration. Inspiration that will give you new insights and trigger new ideas. I think it's time to get out there and be inspired. My name is Tomas Bay, and until next time, make things better and make better things. Boom! Yes, I could tell you where I am, but then I would have to kill you. This is 007 territory.